to go to sleep earlier. So, excuse me, sorry. I've got a bad cold, so, well, not bad, it's just not a good cold. It is Crown. Ah, that's cool. I'll just go on Crown then. Medic. Oh, he's playing Medic. Positioning, Ubers, etc. Medic stuff. Cool. I love Medic reviews. Medic reviews are fun. I won't die, I promise. I need to cast. I can't die before casting a lot. Okay, so Medic, arguably the most high pressure class in the game, simply because when you do well, it's kind of cool, but when you fuck up, you get told by everyone that you fucked up and you feel bad. You need to just be able to manage that pressure and use it to just fuel your game. Quite often when I'm playing Medic, mixed teams, etc., ringing for teams, I call a lot. I call a lot. I don't expect a lot of medics to call that much, but I call a lot, and that's just me playing. I call a lot no matter what class I play. But you just wanted tips about positioning, Ubers in general. So we'll have a look at mid. Okay, so going high left, this is pretty passive positioning. Just looking for that nice fast overheal on the scout. Constantly be looking around, making sure you can heal people. That's unfortunate. The soldier just jumped around and almost killed you. I can't believe you got out there. You're on 30 health. Just wait for the pack. Your team should be knowing that you're low. Yeah. This soldier, you should just be calling him back. Generally, you're in the best situation as medic to just call people back in your team. Obviously, because it's so easy for you to see everyone's health and just say, okay, let's get back. That's the easiest thing you can do. It's not that easy as scout, for example, because you're in there fighting stuff, and if you're a scout and you say fall back, it's well, I don't know, what if we've all got health, just an example. But you need to be prepared to just call your team back. Just make sure you got someone escaping with you as well, because your demo's out, so that's kind of good. Oh, how's it going, Spaglotti? I'm doing well, thank you. I've got a bit of a cold though. But 80% Uber, just need to make sure, remind people to charge Uber so you get this up in time, because you should be able to defend this. Your team should be able to defend this. Just swarm with this. Oh, nice Uber. Really good reaction. But you need to get out because you're going to have to multi here. You're really weak too. And there's stickies on your feet. No, they're not. Oh, they were still. Yeah, sure enough. But that was good though. That was a really nice Uber. Just before that sticky hit you, that was just really perfect reaction. That's what separates in the higher levels of the game. That's what separates good medics from great medics, is their reactions to things like damage about to hit them. If you Uber before that, just that clutch second can be the difference between your Uber going well and really well, or bad and then really bad, for example. It's all about just milking, how much you can milk. It's all the mind games. 90% of, literally 90-95% of medic is mind games and just being clever. That's pretty much it. Yeah, making sure you're always buffing everyone. But your team doesn't need to be holding this far back. I'd probably just be saying, hey guys, why are we holding this far back? That's what I'd be it's hey guys, why are we sitting this far back? But that's just me, not a big deal. I like bitching at people when I'm playing medic. It's so easy to bitch at people when you're playing medic. You need to overheal. Make sure everyone's overhealed. Constantly turn around, overheal people. Overheal your demo before he takes damage. He's on 175. That's something you can take. Heal the scout. Heal the scout. See, you're healing. Okay. You were healing your pocket the whole time, even when he wasn't taking damage. Just turn around and give your demo a quick buff. He'll take I think it's 72 health a second or something like that. And you'll overheal him in less than 1.5 seconds, so quickly. Just turn over, give him a heal, and that scout that was just on the ground, you could have given him a heal. It's just little things. Little things can make the difference in a fight. But you've got 2 picks already, so you should win this fight, assuming your team plays this well. And it looks like you're going to go save your demo, which is good because the soldier's jumping him. He has to just try and get the best of it. But that soldier should probably die pretty quickly as you save your demo. Yep, sure enough, that happens. And that was good. Like you went to your demo to save him. Like that's pretty standard. That's good. And like just push forward with your team. Make sure you're healing them. I like that you went for the crossbow. That's cute. But don't be afraid to tell people to get the pack. That Scout could have gotten the pack, and you could have been healing other people. And as he got the pack, like you could have been pushing up into lobby here, healing up other people. Then once the Scout met up with you, he would have gotten crit heal. Then you could have pushed forward. Like it's about having like really tidy like heals. Like your heals want to be like you generally want them to be tidy. You want to like in your mind be setting like a constant different order for the situation. So it's like, okay, Scout's on like 30, like my pocket's on like X amount of health. There's a pack nearby. Scout get the pack, I'm starting to heal a soldier, then Scout comes near me, I overheal him, give him crit heal, he pisses off, then I continue healing my pocket. It's just, you set up these little rotations in your head every time depending on the situation. Like that's like a very general kind of bad example, but that's just little things. But 40% Uber advantage, and you have heal advantage. Yeah, this is good. I like this. You're just getting your team to come in, making sure you heal everyone. Just make sure you heal that Scout. I honestly quite often prioritize heals on Scouts a lot as medic. I'm sure a lot of medics do too. I mean, that was fine. That's not what you could have done there. You just got off the last bit of heals onto your team, and like you got killed by a soldier. Like, what can you do? You were healing them. It's your team. Like your team didn't want to kill him. That's fine. Like you got the cap anyway, so that doesn't matter. But you need to be telling the soldier he's a bit fast. Like the roaming soldier's a bit too fast. Like he didn't get full heal, and he's going to be a tiny bit slow. But look for the Scout to overheal. Okay, yeah, if you were with your demo there, you probably would have died. It's good that you weren't with him. But demo's going to be shooting at you while behind, yeah. Like just watch your positioning there. Yeah, okay. My main quarrel was, like, I'm going to go back to this tick in a sec. 20,000, okay. I'll go back to that tick in a sec. So, you kind of, like, dropped over here, like, your demo got jumped by 2 soldiers and got insta-give. You dropped here, and, like, the demo is shooting at you. That's kind of obvious. You kind of, like, want to be trying to juke the stickies. Oh, that was retarded. You want to be kind of, like, trying to juke the stickies or, like, surf them even instead. You kind of just, like, walked into them, into your team, and, like, that's potential for your team to just take so much damage from one person. Like you want to be splitting up damage. Like any damage you take is probably quite often going to be damage that your team takes. So just think about that for a bit. Now I'll go back to that tick. Sorry, had to bit of blab on a bit there. But massive Uber disadvantage. This is pretty bad. It's alright though, it's Snake Water, so you can get away with running like 10,000 utilities on last and just like turtling. So what's your position going to be? Like standard is back left, but generally, like what I actually don't mind doing is, like it's even no matter what class I am. Hi Huey, whatever class I'm at. My God, I'm retarded. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I generally like trying to either guess or find out where the other team is pushing from, and if you find that out, if you know where the other team is pushing, what you can actually do is hold opposite, like the opposite side of them. No shit, huh? Whereas, like if you think about it, a lot of teams like to roll, like with Uber advantage, out the left door or like the lower main door. Like quite generally, like 9 times out of 10, they'll come out of one of these doors with Uber advantage. So generally, what you can do is like not hold forward right, but just like on the right side, like kind of near the hut, simply because you've got some forward positioning, you're denying people coming up from the right side, and you're like spread out. Whereas a lot of teams just sit back here and kind of rely on their utilities to just like live and stall the Uber, which is, it's viable, but you've given up so much positioning. And I say this so many times, you're just giving up all this free positioning if you're sitting back in this corner. Like look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players are stacked here. Like that's asking for just like 100 people to Uber in and kill you all. So that's just a little thing to think about. Like I'd personally be on the right side, like a bit forward, not super forward, just a bit. Like look, you got 6 players on the left now, like you're all stacked. Make sure you go off the heavy. But someone needs to be charging a bit, like not a lot, but a bit. Make sure everyone's coming to get overheals. You should be calling people to come to get overheals. Wait, there we go. Yeah. And so you're kind of going to sit here. Soldier got launched. Where do you go? Yeah, just sit up here. You didn't really have to drop to the point. So now you're going to die with a sticky. Like you could have juked that sticky easily. Like you just got to predict in advance what's going to like come at you in terms of like projectiles. Like it's really easy to just like predict where they're going to shoot their projectiles and just juke them. So that's something you need to be like taken care of. No, I'm not wearing a kangaroo suit. I've got a sleeping bag right now, and I'm trying to stay warm because I'm not feeling very well. But even Ubers, like you need to prepare just in case the other team has crits. So if the other team has crits, it's really good to hold forward because if they use crits, they're just looking to just be annoying and try and force you back and get positioning and potentially kills with it. And looks like they are using crits. No, they aren't. They're just charging better than you guys. So my mistake. What div is this? This is like div 5. But yeah, just I really don't like the left stack this much. Like I've never been a big fan of just stacking like this on Snake Water. That rocket could have been easily avoided. Not a big deal. But yeah, just get reset. That's fine. And just make sure everyone's healed. That's fine. Like okay, generally, I guess in this situation, you're probably going to be Ubering the heavy for the most part because they're going to have to focus the heavy and they're going to have an offensive heavy of their own. Oh my god. So you just need to make sure all your team is healed before they push and just like give most of the Uber to the heavy. Okay, one really important thing to know is if your Uber, like if you're able to milk your Uber a lot, or if you just get, like you have potential to have a much better Uber than them, don't be afraid to say like I can multi here and like just say a scout come in or something like that. Don't be afraid to say that because like I don't know, a lot of like good players know to do that themselves. Like they figure out that they should come in for the Uber, but a lot of time if you just say scout come in I can multi, then that's like really huge and you just multi and you just overwhelm them with like superior like number of Ubered players because like you just milked your Uber better. Like medics have the potential to like talk a lot and have really useful information. It is just a bunch of little things. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, heavies do a lot of damage point blank. That's unfortunate. But your team should be able to clean this up without too much issue. Just gonna wait for your respawn. They medic died at the same time, so don't be too concerned about it, but that was a pretty big drop. I mean, I'd probably criticize you if you were in my team personally, but that's just me. That's not too big of a good deal. Okay, you need to, your team's just owning, you need to get up to the front line as soon as possible. Yep, meeting up with your demo, good. And you're looking for a crossbow to heal your soldier? Like your demo shouldn't be backing up there, you should be just like communicating, yeah, let's go save this soldier or something like that, I don't know. Because like your demo had full health, full ammo, there's no reason for him to just kind of sit there when someone's in there deep who can potentially get some frags. But yeah, whatever, safe option, just go back to last, play with heavy. And sorry, my microphone's going to stuff up a bit right now, sorry. Never stand still, by the way, never. Like literally never stand still. Like, a sniper could poke at that time you're standing still. I don't know. You won't have momentum. Like as if a soldier decides to jump you, and like you're trying to air strafe and surf the rocket. Like little things. Yeah, there you go. Much better. Just make sure you're always moving. Literally always moving. This is someone playing medic, or this is someone how they should be playing any class. Just literally always moving. No spy backstabs. So they're not pushing for a while, they may have spy, just I don't know, that might be something to keep an eye on. This is good milking. Go with the scout, save the scout. I would save the scout, honestly. Like, I'd be Ubering the scout in this situation because he's on the demo. But you don't even need to, you milked it entirely, so not a big deal. Looks like your team just owned that without, like with only actually losing one player. So that was good hold by you there. Like I would have Like what I generally just like Ubering because like if we're gonna completely own them with the Uber, that's just great. That's just me personally how I feel. Like I'm pretty aggressive with Ubers like that, but you milked it, which is fine as well. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's harder for snipers to shoot you as well. And yeah, just multi your demo. Make sure no one takes too much damage here.
The control point is being captured.
Yeah, just meet up with your team. Like I'll be looking to heal the scouts here in this situation because there's no pack for a while. And yeah, just get people to come to you for heals. That's good. And you guys can push here really easily. This is good. Like just make sure you're buffing the soldiers because the demo's on full. I buff the soldiers. Yeah, good. Like yeah, too often it looks like you're yeah, there we go. That's better. You're buffing a lot of the time. You're buffing people that are on full health. But yeah, you need to just start backing up. This is good. You just run away if your team's not coming in. This is ambitious. If you die here, it should be upsetting. Yeah, you had so much opportunity to get out, but your team's gonna back up, so that's gonna be the salvage. But if you have there's so much room to get out and like extremely easily, just take it. Like because otherwise you'll just probably die in a bad situation. That was a pretty bad situation to die, but it didn't matter. Your team back up, so I guess it was communicated for you to just like go ham. And you should be telling the soldier that he's going too fast, by the way. But he's gonna get some heal. I don't know, a lot of soldiers like 300. Like Romans like 300 before they jump a lot. You should be looking for the scouts to overheal them. I see you're standing still there. Like you can be like looking to surf rockets a lot easier, and you aren't looking for spam that's incoming. You need to always make sure you're wary of pipes. Like your field of vision was kind of like, I'll go down to here. 47,000 is the tick. Your field of vision was kind of like this, like you're healing people here. Meanwhile, the pipes were just coming off screen, just like to the right of the kill notice, like around here is where the pipes were coming from, and like you didn't see them because you weren't like actively looking around. Like you need to be like pretty much the most aware person on your team as medic, and you need to be really careful of spam coming in. Yeah, what Alien said. Thank you, Alien, for posting that. Like you'll see again. I'm just gonna slow-mo it for fun. So you hear? Look at that pipe. It's out of your field of view, and it hits you because you weren't looking at it. You walk straight into it. Just little things. It's nothing super big deal, but it's just little things that like separate good medics from really good medics, etc. Obviously, it's just better to just like improve in bigger areas, which like overall cover like more things like movement and such. But that's just a little thing.
Time has been added.
Who is a troll? Yeah, sorry, my microphone's rolling on my jacket zipper. My bad. But slight Uber advantage. The team's been building pretty well. Yeah, just make sure you're constantly buffing people while charging. This is good. Not really much to say here, really, apart from you guys have Uber advantage, and if you've been tracking it, because their medic died earlier. Yeah, this is good. I like this. You're going through left side. It's really aggressive. Like you should be going forward. Like you shouldn't be sitting back. Yeah, the sticks there, but just take it wide. Your team's really weak. This Uber's probably going to be pretty bad. Like, you need to be calling your team back. You should need to be just saying you guys are all low, but 3 players killed on their team. Just look for healing other players now because your team's very weak. Just call them to slow down a bit. Like, if I'm medic in this situation, I'd be like, guys, just slow down a bit, get heals. But, like, they've killed them all, so it's not a big deal now. But that's just, like, as I said, you're the easiest equipped to tell your team whether they should back up a bit or slow down or back up entirely. Things like that. Yeah, your roaming soldier's jumping a bit too fast. I think you should slow down a bit. Like, I'll probably, because, like, I don't know, it's not a big deal, actually. Yeah, there you go. You need to be actively looking at the threat while healing. Yep, push forward with the scouts. There's no point for you to sit back, because their positioning is really bad. There's no reason for you to kind of sit back. Oh, you almost got the surf. Almost. That's unfortunate. Now, you need to just time your jump a bit better. Like, you had the right idea, but if they're, like, back in this 57,000, if they're back in this ditch, like, back here, like, you have so much warrant to just, like, literally get on the point and just make sure you're healing everyone. Because you're going to have a lot of players that afford just being pests. Like, you'll probably have, like, a scout up here. You might have, like, a soldier up here. You might have a scout here, a soldier here, and, like, demo here. And just, like, it's so easy for you to spread heals here, as opposed to, like, sitting back here and just healing one person. Sorry. You go. Oh, you're dead. Okay, of course. Forgot about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just don't be afraid to be aggressive with your positioning if it's going to allow you to get easy heals off onto your team, and you probably aren't going to take too much damage. Like, I'd honestly be going crits here because both meds die at the same time, and you have, but you need to be calling back someone to come to you. Like, I guess you can just use the crits to force their Uber and then get out and then repush, but it's just easier to call someone back. What's the spy doing? Oh god. Yeah, you don't want to be just like looking in one direction. Like, especially when you're just like healing, you're only healing one person, like you're charging Uber, there's no reason for you to just be kind of like sitting here eating, like looking at the person. Like, just like look around. If you're a medic, you'll generally have a pretty high sense. Like, I turn my sensitivity up when I play medic from like 20 centimeters, I turn it up to like 8 or 10. So like nearly double, half, whatever the fuck, however it is. Anyway. Yeah, this is fine position. Make sure everyone's getting healed. Just back out, scout behind on you. Just like, yeah, you needed to just like run through the scout to get away, but you are going to get away, so that's good. Well, like that little circle strafe that you did there, that was really dangerous. Like, you didn't have to do that. You could have just run straight through the scout because you had the threat of just like getting hit by their soldiers and demo if you did that little sneaky little strafe. So, yeah.
Time has been added. Our control point is
I mean, like, you need to get a lot better at surfing rockets, that's for sure. Like, I'm not saying you're bad at them. You're actively trying to get them a lot of the time, but there's so many situations where you could use a really good surfed rocket to your advantage. Like, just so easily, like, make such an easy escape and just avoid so much damage. Like, yeah. You need to make sure you're overhealing your team. I don't like this passive positioning, personally. I don't know why you're this passive, like this far back. Like, your whole team is not overhealed, and they're capturing the point. I'm not sure the decision behind this, if it was called by someone or if you called it or something, but yeah, like, you just gave up mid for free. You just gave up mid because one, you didn't have heals, and two, I don't know why else. Like, you guys are just holding really passively, and you're probably gonna get caught here if you're not careful. Like, there's like 100 stickies on your feet. That's good. You went to chase your soldier. You don't have to flash here. You don't have to flash the other soldier, but flash him now. But make sure you call the other one to jump away, and just get out, get to your scout. Your soldiers should be able to come back and kill this combo pretty quickly.
The control point is being captured.
Oh, the Ubersaw comes out. Here's where silly things happen. Oh god. That medicine die easily. And you got another Ubersaw, so that's nice. And you can have massive revenge. You'll have 100% by the time their med spawns, assuming your team like gets this charged properly. Okay. So yeah, 100% open now. Just make sure you're going forward. Like, you can go forward here to the left instead of sitting back, and just making sure you're healing everyone. Like, that's one sticky. If you take it, it doesn't matter. Okay. Like, you could have surfed rockets there. Like, I heard the soldier coming. Like sound is really key, because if you hear someone rocket jump, you just need to like fling your mouse and like see if it's an enemy. If it's an enemy, just prepare to surf. If it isn't, well, good. It's a soldier that wants heals. Like, they're down a player. You should probably be calling your team to just like go forward, or someone should be calling a push. Because their Uber advantage isn't even that big, because you had 100% Uber when their med spawned, and you used it like just as their med spawned. So like the most thing they would have had is about 20% Uber, and as you're seeing, that's the case right now. They only have about 20%. I don't like this passive positioning. You're not overhealing anyone. Like this is, I don't like it at all. Like if their team was just decided to push again, when your team doesn't have overheals, like you're gonna get owned. Like it's so easy to just overheal people. And like, look, their team's more healed than yours. Okay, you're gonna have the multi here. Look for the soldier in the to your left. Flash your soldier. You need to be calling your team back. Like, you shouldn't be able to win this fight. The other team should win it, really. That was a good surf. That was a good surf, but you didn't need to take the sticky. Yeah, like you should have called your team back a lot earlier. Like, should have been knowing how many players you had up. Like, there's no point to fight that there. Like, it was just far too aggressive. Like, they had a lot of health. They were going to come back in like a couple of seconds. You had decent positioning, but you had, like, you can't do that much with the positioning when they're just going to overwhelm you with players anyway. And your demo wasn't set up properly to defend against them, so. And I don't like how you're defending last already. You should be trying to contest second. Like, you should be looking to slow them here. I don't like how you're holding last. Like, because you're not slowing them. Like, if you slow them even 10 seconds at second, that's 20% Uber. You would have, like, you could have 50% when you have 30%, for example. Like, right now. Like, you could have more Uber right now. They wouldn't have capped it right now, like, for example. Just little things. Seems like your team's just giving up too much positioning in general, like, a lot of times. Like, this hold here is so key. Yeah, as a result, it's so easy for the soldier to just kill you. But your team should clean it up, because W2 on Snake Water is really good. And team's down, so yeah. But like, as soon as they start coming in, you need to just like 83,000. You needed to just like start moving over to the right side and maybe call someone to that side. Like keep like heal, make sure you heal the people off just as they Uber in, and then just kind of not beeline, but like kind of ease towards this side, maybe on towards the ground, and like make your way back to heal people after the fight. Like it's just like little things like that. Once again, I keep saying little things. Like I'm gonna say little things a lot, like in all my reviews. It's just a lot of time it's little things.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Okay. So your team should cap this up without too much issue. But they got 3 players spawning, so you shouldn't be able to get this cap. But they're gonna give up the cap. Wow. I wouldn't have given that up personally. It's interesting. But you need to be calling someone back to build the Uber. Like always make sure you're calling someone back if no one's with you. Make sure you're like, is someone gonna pick me up at spawn, or someone pick me up at spawn? Like, you need to make sure you keep everyone in check. Make sure they're not just lazing off with shit like that. Like this positioning again, like you're sitting so. Like they don't have like overwhelming Uber advantage. I don't understand why you have second. You're sitting like at last almost. Like there's no reason to be here. You should be 86,000. You should be like around here, or like here. Like there's no reason to be all the way back here. None of your team's overhealed either. So if they just decide to push when your team's not overhealed, they're gonna get owned. Like once again.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Don't forget guys, if you got questions, just ask them in chat. It can be relating to the demo, or like just a general question about TF2 and such. But yeah, I really don't like, I'm not a fan of this positioning at all. You can jump onto that side of the barrel, I think, anyway, by the way. It's a fun fact, I guess. Oh, excuse me. As yeah, it looks like they're pushing right side. Their demo dies, so you can be forward with this. Don't be afraid to uber early. Don't be afraid to uber early to save players. That's something you should not really be concerned about, unless it's like a roaming soldier. A roaming soldier is generally kind of expendable. Like, if it's to save a scout, and like he can then just go and chase them as the uber runs out, that's huge. But if it's like a roaming soldier, it's not a big deal. The soldier behind you. No, he died, never mind. Oh, he got away. That's alright. But, yeah, I'll keep saying it. Just little things that need improvement. Like, especially this really passive positioning. I think there's stickies on this left side. I'm pretty sure I heard stickies. Be careful. Make sure you get your team to check. You should be looking behind you. Like, no one's looking behind you. Yeah, Uber, you dropped your demo. That's unfortunate. If you're an Uber in, like, position like that, you need to make sure you don't drop players. You probably should have flashed a scout and just got him to chase. And yeah, heal your scouts because they're fighting the scout on point. They should really kill him. Yeah. Yeah, keep healing your scouts. I prioritize heals in your scouts really, right here. Like this is a situation because they can get healed and then just chase and just try and make something happen. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of medics do it, but when I'm medic, as I said, I like to heal scouts a lot, like, which is ironic because when I play scout I don't like taking many heals as well. Like I average like 400 to 500 heals taking a scout. But like yeah, just overhealing a scout just as he's about to go in is just massive. Just like don't be afraid to like look for that. Well, you're standing still here. What if I don't know, a sniper comes out, drop down? I don't know, something retarded. And like you haven't overhealed everyone. You need to be making sure you're overhealing people a lot better than this. You need to be calling your pocket back. You need to be calling your pocket back. This is where you call your pocket back and say, hey, stop being retarded. But he goes and kills the heavy, which shouldn't happen. But you win the round, so whatever. It's just weird stuff that shouldn't be working is working. Oh well. Yeah, that soldier's going a bit too fast. Like, let him know he's going too fast. Okay, we'll see how you go on mid. Hopefully you don't get hit by some pipes from across the point again, because that just wasn't very good. Yep, heal the scout early. Make sure you give him a lot of heals, but go straight across to your demo now. Yep, heal the scout. That's really good. Don't worry about the soldier. Don't ever worry about the soldier. If he's running to a pack, don't worry about him. Don't heal the soldier either. Keep healing the demo. Honestly, don't worry about the soldiers. They can work fine on low health. Like soldiers are like one of the lowest priority heals on mids quite often. Like seriously, look for your scouts and demo most importantly. Like unless the soldiers got a crit heal, but even then you want to just like give the scouts a heal just so they can just go forward and piss off. Then you can heal a soldier who's going to come in after them. You hold that for as long as you could, but you need to be calling your team back because you've lost a player, you're weak, you're going to die. Yeah, there's not much you can do here. I wouldn't be doing that, I'm just getting out. Just get out. Just get out, honestly. Don't even try. Don't try, please. Good. You're probably going to get caught here if they're really fast. No, it's alright. Sorry, my microphone's playing up again. Bear with me. But yeah, as soon as the Uber starts looking bad, just call your team back. Don't try and do too much with it. Like, you probably, like, one person could have just gone in, forced the Uber, and then you could have got the rest of your team out pretty easily with that person distracted. But you're giving up positioning again. You don't have a demo, but it doesn't really matter. You should still be like looking to spam them as they come in. Like force them to make a mistake. Don't like hope they'll make one. Where's the other scout? He should be getting overhealed. Right? If the other scout was overhealed, he could have like run at them and tried to force Uber or like gotten a kill or something. Let's call your team back. Honestly. Like, it's just a lot of little things which are just like causing you to like, not, I guess, lose situations, or like, yeah, like you could easily win. Oh, that looked like a crit streak, isn't it? That was a weird long range sticky. Yeah, you should overheal that heavy too, by the way. You're gonna have to Uber him. Like, you don't want to be multing it, you just want to give it to the heavy because he's weak. The scout should just go resup or something. But they lost a lot of players. Look for your scout to heal him. Like, you should just be backing up here. Oh, you're looking for the scout, that's brave. I can't believe that actually ended up working. That was cool. But, yeah, and you walked into a pipe again. Like, it's so easy for you to juke pipes. Like, you could have just walked back down the ramp, and you would have been fine, you would have avoided them. But, that's for another day, I guess. That was funny. Okay, you spawning? You spawned, sorry. I'm just a bit tired. Okay, so 2.5 minutes left. That's kind of cool. And yeah, make sure you're overhealing people this time. Like, overheal everyone, please. Like, you don't have to focus that hard on charging. Like, honestly, overheal people. Like, it's just, what if they decide to suicide players? Like, your team will just die that much quicker because they're not overhealed. This is really passive positioning, really, there's no reason for you to be back here at all. Even if they got crits, you have plenty of warning to find out that they're going to use a crit stick or whatever. Like, you need to be calling someone with you. Okay, oh shit. What tick was that? Okay, I was going to criticize that hold simply because you had 0 soldiers. Like, that's really bad. It's about 110,000, I think. 110,000, sorry. I pressed the wrong button because I'm retarded, sorry about that. Yeah, I just realized you have no soldiers. Like, you never want 0 soldiers, like, ever. You want to be Ubering a soldier, like, almost all the time. Like, I don't know why you have 0 soldiers here. I guess you just want to hold for 2 minutes, but it doesn't matter. Like, you can have a scout with Uber, but you don't want it when you're defending generally, like, that much. You want to be able to Uber a soldier. Oh, you can do the heavy. Flash the scout, flash the scout. Should be a lot faster, flash the scouts. There you go, chase them, make sure they get those Uber flashes. Double kill by Sentry too strong. Hey, it's Luigi. How's it going? And yeah, you should just be like meeting up with your team. It's a bit too slow reaction here. Just make sure you're constantly communicating. Well, not constantly. Just make sure you're communicating your position with your team, and just like, don't be afraid to ask where people are.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Like, all teamwork games are games of information. If you have the information, then you know how to like adapt accordingly and just like change your play based on what's happening. If you don't have any information, then you're kind of just playing in the dark. And oh my god, I want to put on my UGC Highlander medal. You may ask me something, of course. I'm always answering questions, so that's fine. Sorry about my microphone again. Yeah, this really passive positioning, I don't understand it. Like, you've been doing it a lot with, like, your team's been doing it a lot. And there's a spy, oh my god, that's a spy. Oh my god, he's gonna kill you! Oh! Your team's gonna lose the round. Oh my god, I don't know if that was like intentional or something, but that was pretty funny regardless. No, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't. But yeah, I mean, this round's going to be over in like 10 seconds, so I'm not really going to be bothered to talk about it too much. Okay. But like the main thing, let's open Snake Water. Let's put view models on for the masses. Oh yeah. Wait, I don't use view models. Why are they on? I don't use view models typically. Obviously, for the record. But, okay. Whoa, my sensitivity is really high. Oh, my config's not read-only. Fuck, it should be. It is read-only. Oh, whatever. My favorite rocket launcher is just the standard rocket launcher. I want to put on... Oh yeah! My little Highlander medal. Oh, where's my loadout? Where's my medal? Damn it! Get on! Get on there! Get on! It's not going on. Anyway, we're talking about positioning, like holding, like as medic. Like I'm gonna just stay soldier, but it's just pretend I'm a medic. Like generally, how I like holding Snake Water is pretty aggressive. Like this may not apply to your team, but like you can kind of adapt it a bit. It spins. Oh yeah, but as medic, what I like holding here, like around here, and like using like this area, whole area for like movement. So you've got like a wide array of places to move, and you've got the mini med kit there, which is kind of cool. Whereas if you kind of like hold back here, you're kind of just, you've got such limited space to move, and you kind of just got this little area. There's not really much you can do. I mean, you don't really have much room to just like do a sneaky air surf, like a rocket surf. Whereas if you're there and like someone decides to jump you, you can like surf onto that roof, for example, or like surf over here, things like that. But the thing I was most concerned about was you were here as medic, charging with the scout, like back here. Meanwhile, your team is like out here. Like out here, all the way like out here. Like look, that's like 3 or 4 medigun heal lengths. Maybe more like 3. Like medigun heal lengths, like full heal lengths. That's obviously not an ideal range to get to your team. Like you think about it, it'll take you like 5 seconds to get to your team to heal them. Whereas, like if you're in a small standard position, say up here, maybe over here, or maybe here, like it'd be a lot easier for you to heal your team. And like your team needed those overheals so often, like they would just, like you'd just be healing a scout charging Uber, and your team would all be sitting on like 70% health, not between 100% health, and there's only one med kit to work with over there. Like this one's out of bounds. This one's out of bounds too, for the most part. And in mid, when you were holding mid, I'm fucking retarded. You were like up here with the scout. Same deal. You were really far back. Meanwhile, your team was over here. That's like 2 medigun heal lengths. Like you had people here, you had people here, here. You're just giving up. 1, you're not giving your team health, and 2, you're going to be giving up. Like you're not giving your team easy overheals, and you're just, as a result, you're going to be giving your team just like their team free positioning, because your team's not going to be healthy. They're going to have to either back off really quickly or die quickly, either one, because they're not going to be able to win duels because they're going to not be overhealed. And yeah, and like also, like just be aware of like when you're in mid, like so often I'd see you're just kind of like healing a person and be like looking at them the whole time. Instead, like when you're healing someone, there's no point to like look at them the whole time. Like you can flick back at them every now and then to like follow their movement, but you want to be looking at what's happening. You want to see if spam's coming or if like a soldier jumps you, because I don't know, sometimes, quite often, your team won't necessarily call that a soldier's jumping you. You need to be prepared for that. Like you can't expect them to just like call it all the time. I mean, they should call it all the time, but what if they don't see him? And if you don't see him, that's bad. Like you need to be soon as like you meet up with someone in mid, get the medigun on them, start looking for pipes going towards you, look for sickies going towards you, look for people jumping, look for scouts running at your players. Like, a lot of the time when I'm playing medic, I'm like, kill this scout on our demo, or like help our demo with this scout, or help our demo with this soldier. It's just, if you're like paying attention like to things that are happening forward, you can like preemptively call like assistance towards a specific player, for example. Like, does that make sense? I hope it does.